Hi friends, so today I want to speak about some kind of vision about applications of new methods we are exploring today, for example, methods in AI, etc. That could be very useful and interesting for future democratic systems. Here is one of the Twitter posts of mine from January of 6th. It is the answer actually to the Domingos post, who posted something about his book AI as a President, and my idea was to not to run AI as a president, but rather to create some kind of a distributed system where our voices can be directly heard and from the government, and where our voices can directly shape actually the policy of the government with direct democracy. So first of all, what is generally direct democracy, and what is the representative democracy, right? Today we have a kind of, if we take very simple system, simple view of the system that we have today in democracy is kind of we elect some people for the parliament, for the president, doesn't matter much, and then these people pretend to represent our will. The direct democracy, in contrast to this representative type of democracy, is when we basically can directly shape the policy, directly make the decisions. For example, in today's democratic systems, we have some kind of tools for direct democracy. For example, petition system is something like that. You know petition system, right? For example, when government allows the people to create some kind of idea, for example, and then vote for this idea, and then government has then the obligation to discuss this idea and either reject totally or kind of implement it. But this is very kind of handicapped version of direct democracy that really isn't powerful at all, and it's not really a good participatory tool either, because direct democracy in the system of indirect democracy becomes something very obsolete. So how can computer science in this help? How can AI help? How can not only AI but other kinds of systems that we have in computer science help here? Well, we have, for example, on our phones right now, we are using a lot of so-called distributed computational systems. When, for example, we get some kind of models, each of us on our device, and these models are kind of specialized, trained for our own use case, our own data, and then these models kind of contribute to the overall model somewhere on the server side. Actually, this is very, very kind of a rough explanation of what happens, but the concept is that. So how can we use this distributed way of computational some kind of actions used for direct democracy, such that we don't use anymore the indirect democracy, but we fully replace it with direct democracy. So basically what we have in this case is that some kind of participants, people here, and we have some kind of system that generates the policy and some kind of main directions of the execution of this policy. The main reason we don't have direct democracy today is that we all have our own jobs and none of us has time to participate in every parliament sitting, right? In every decision. It's just impossible. So how can in this our model help? Well, these models can literally learn our behavior, like the models on our devices, mimic our behavior, and besides learning our personality, they can also have some additional information, for example, in data skills, in economic skills, in fraud detection skills, in dishonesty detection skills, and kind of augment us with all of that. And systematically participate in every decision that this hypothetical, in this case, the government body will have to propose or get the feedback on. This means that we literally can spend almost close to no time for participating, for actually being our own government ourselves in the distributed manner, and as a result get much better governance, because we have the democratic system, and at the same time it is meritocratic. Why? Democratic because the system augments us, it kind of replicates us, and meritocratic because it does it in very informed way and very kind of scientific way, so to say. So this is kind of guardrail basically for our some kind of inadequacies, and on the other hand our personality is some kind of guardrail for just cold-hearted decisions. So this is a kind of bidirectional benefiting here. So this is all what I wanted to speak about, and this is of course the conceptual side. I created also little code for this, but it's just the conceptual part, and it is no ways kind of the actual vision, implementation of actual vision. It's just showing that it is possible and we can do this, we can achieve this. Thank you.